Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. And today our project is this little table favour, little treat package. This was the gift that I sent out to all my customers who shopped with me in January. Made lots of these. It's made with this beautiful, beautiful speciality design and series paper, which is in this pack here. It's called Love You Always speciality paper. I'm just going to show you the colours. They're gorgeous. So we have it in Blushing Bride, which is really pretty, and I'm hoping you can see the shine of that foiling on there, which is in sort of a coordinating Blushing Bride kind of foiling. Really, really pretty. It's then in Rococo Rose, which, oh, that's fallen out, which is the colour I've used here. Let me find a sheet of Rococo Rose here. All got slightly different patterns on them. They're not exactly the same, but again, coordinating foiling, really, really pretty. And then the last one, which is a bit unusual for me, but I love it, which is Sahara Sand with this leaf design on it. I think that's really beautiful. I really love that. I do like Sahara Sand. I don't use it an awful lot, but I think it's really beautiful. So that's the paper that we're going to be using today. We're going to be using the scallop top punch. I can't tell you how many times I've used this. This would be if I was helping someone to put together a kit to start, you know, a kit that you had to have. I think this punch would be in it. It's so useful for tags, making little favours like this. So useful. So yeah, the scallop top punch, and then I've just used a die from Stitched Be Mine, which go with the Meant to Be stamp set. So, oh, I've got some spares here. Look, I've got some silver ones. It's this little die here, this little scalloped and stitched heart. And then the Made with Love comes from a set called Make a Difference, which I haven't used overly. It just fell out. I thought I was going to use it lots. It's all these individual letters that you can put together to make words. I thought I was going to use it a lot. Actually, I haven't used it a lot. I'm not sure quite why. And then the Made with Love, which I've obviously already got mounted up. I thought I needed it, but there you go. Is mounted on there, Made with Love. And that fits exactly in that little heart, which I thought, and because it was going out in February around Valentine's Day, I thought that was really quite appropriate. But of course, it could be a wedding favour. This would be beautiful on a wedding favour once we're allowed to have proper weddings again and have things that people can touch. I don't know, all a bit weird at the minute. So anyway, let's get on with it. So now what I didn't do was write down the measurement of how long a piece of paper we need. So I'm just going to do a quick assessment here and just do a quick. So that's about 7. So I think about 50. Maybe I cut it in. I think probably I cut it in half and got 2 from each length of paper that I use. So I'm going to bring in. I'm going to do it in Rococo Rose, the same as this one, just because I've got this piece I've started cutting, and I don't want to cut into any of my 12 by 12 sheets because I'm going to try and make some boxes with those, I think. So here we go. We're going to cut a piece that is 5 centimetres or 2 inches wide, roughly. And I didn't say the little love hearts that I'm using to go in the middle of these. I'm not sure. I don't know whether they're a UK thing or whether you have them in America. I think they might be called something different in America. They're love hearts. They're little candy sweets that have little messages on them. And they're quite well known, and they're sherbety. They're sort of quite fizzy sweets, and they come in, you can buy big packets, but these little mini ones I bought on Amazon. I bought a whole load, and this little treat has 2 packs in each, so I'm sure you can get something similar wherever you are. So that's my strip, and then I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to cut it at 15, or if you're working in inches, at 6 inches. There we go. And then that can go down. That's all we need that for. And then all we've got to do, these are so simple to make. I have made similar things before, but I just thought I'd just do another little video. So you're going to push the paper through and punch, and push the paper through and punch. Just line it up. So sometimes, although it does fit in the shoulders quite snugly here, just make sure it is lined up and not on the wonk, we would say, coming from Norfolk, or on the huh. As another phrase that I've been told is colloquial to Norfolk. There we are. So that's all that's needed there. So then in the middle of it, so just gently. Now what you could do, you could score so that you have a flat bottom here. I didn't want to do that, but I'm just going to press gently so that I can see where the middle is. And I'm going to add a piece of tear and tape because I just want that lower pack of love hearts to sit and not move. So just, where's my tweezers? Just get the backing off here. Tear and tape is another one that would go in my essentials kit. Love tear and tape. Tear and tape, dimensionals, and Tombow glue, I think, are the essential glues that you need. And so, oops, so this is just going to go on my piece of tear and tape, like so, in the middle, and that's going to hold that tight, and then this is going to match up there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another little bit of matte tear and tape just below the ribbon hole, just to hold that together so that it doesn't pop apart. And what I did with the other ones, and I'm hoping it's going to, well, I'm hoping I've got my measurements right here, with the other ones, was I then just popped this one in there, and there was enough room for that to go in and be held quite securely without needing to be glued. So that was how I did that, added that. So just add your bit of tear and tape and that will hold that together. Now for the ribbon, I'm using, and of course you can use any cord, so whatever paper you're using, of course you don't have to use this paper, you can use any designer series paper. You can make these in cardstock, but you will find you might need to condition the cardstock a bit because it needs to curl, unless you're going to do the scoring like I said. To get this to curl, you might find it, the cardstock just a bit stiffer. So I'm using the Blushing Bride, what is this called? Blushing Bride metallic ribbon, and it is 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimetre wide, and so you just need a little length. Now I'm not going to use them because I don't think that metallic side goes as well as the plain side. I'm using the plain side on this one. I did use the metallic side on the Blushing Bride paper when I made them out of that. So just thread that through. Now, of course, you could thread it through and just use the ribbon, so you could do a loop and pull it through. But I quite like doing this where it's tied with a little, I think it looks a lot neater, where it's tied with a little bit of Whisper White twine. And the Whisper White twine, I'm glad to say, is back in the catalogue. We didn't have Whisper White twine for a little while, but it's back, and it's a twin pack with Blushing Bride twine. So that would actually be quite nice to do these, because you could then use Blushing Bride twine, which would coordinate a bit better than this Whisper White. Of course, I could have coloured my Whisper White twine with any of my blends pens to make it coordinate as well. So that's another tip. If you've got anything white, any white ribbon or twine, you can always colour it to the colour that you would like. There we are. So that's that, and then we've just got a little bit of stamping to do, and I haven't got a bit of cardstock out, so just talk amongst yourselves while I find a little bit of cardstock. Don't need a very big piece. So I'm using Very Vanilla. Of course, you could use Whisper White if you wanted. I just quite liked the Very Vanilla with the Rococo Rose paper. Just realised I'm completely out of Rococo Rose cardstock, and it's not going to be around much longer. It's one of the colours that will be retiring in June, so I've got to decide whether I buy another pack, but I've got a feeling I will want to use it, so I'm not quite sure what to do. Don't know what to do. Maybe I buy a mixed pack of those in colours, so I have a few sheets of Rococo Rose and some of the others. Right, okay, now we're going to die cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear everything off my grid paper and just move that out of the way. My coffee cup, essential crafting necessity. It's a cup of coffee. Right, I'm using my little mini. Love it, love it, love it. I've said it before. Really easy to use, really handy to have sitting on your desk so you don't have to hoik a great big heavy machine. Right, I'm going to put my die on my stamped message. I hope I'm still on camera here. That's the problem with not having the grid paper. The grid paper lets me know where I'm on camera. So put that there, and then a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place, and then it goes through here so easily. No clunking, goes through like butter, really easy to do. Love it, love it, love it. And then that will come out. And there's our little message to go on our favour. So like I said, these really are the simplest of things. So if you were making them for a wedding, I've got to make, I will be making, hopefully, things for wedding. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, I've got a bit of, I must have done it on silver-backed card. Oh, that's interesting. Never mind. So it's fine. Oh, yes. That was very unexpected. Some silver cardstock I've got in there that's got like a cream background, but it doesn't matter. You won't see the silver. Oh, well. Warts and all these videos, I have to say. You see all my mistakes. One day I will learn to edit. It's on my list of things to do this year, is to learn to edit. That's peeled off with the backing coming off. Is learn to use iMovies. I'm going to really, really challenge myself to do some interesting things and make my videos look a bit more professional. However, that my lovely followers who follow me don't seem to mind that you get all my mistakes and errors and everything in as well. Can't get the backing off here at the minute. It goes like this sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't want to have the backing taken off. There we go. No. There we go. There. And then that goes on. And I'm using tear and tape. You could use Tombow, but because there's sort of foiling on the paper, I wasn't sure how long the Tombow would hold. So, now got two little spares of those because I've sent out all my customer thank yous already. But there you are, simple little favours with two little packs of love hearts in there, just to say hello and I love you and I'm thinking of you. So I hope you like that project today. Everything is available from my shop, so just go down and click the link below. You can click over to my blog. The link to my blog will be there, and you can see photos of all the different colours that I made these in, the Sahara Sand and the Blushing Bride, as well as the Rococo Rose. And I think that's it for today. Don't forget to use my code if you're shopping with me. The code is on my blog as well. And I think that's it from me today. Have a lovely day, and I will be back with you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.